to forget.
Lack of forgiveness makes resolution impossible.
I did you, and I learned it. Can we leave? Can it be loud?
Okay, we are going live. We are live.
We're on, guys.
We are
can
live
start
and
this thing.
starting the meeting.
If he doesn't want to.
Hello, everyone.
Aloha and thank you. We are going to call this meeting to order. We are getting started a little bit late, so thank you for joining us online. We're having an informal community discussion. Those of us who joined the group, clearing some air from the last time and moving forward with things. Today is Wednesday, February 4th, and it is 7:23 p.m. Madam Secretary, can you please start us off with the first item on the agenda?
Sure. The first thing that has been the hot topic is the financial review and progress update.
Pardon me, we first have to start with approval of the
Oh,
previous
right.
minutes.
Yes. Okay.
No worries.
The previous minutes were sent to everyone via email. Did we all receive those minutes?
We all should have.
Okay.
If there's no discussion or amendments being proposed, speak up now if you intend to. I'll move us to a vote.
To approve the minutes.
Is there any objection to approving the minutes?
It was-
Without objection, the minutes are approved.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm actually out of order. We didn't really do roll call, but.
I wrote everybody down.
You wrote it down?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have it all in the notes, so
Excellent.
appreciate it.
Cool. Next would be approving the agenda. Is there any amendments or discussion?
Oh yeah, do we have any additions? Sorry.
Actually, somebody needs to move the agenda.
I so moved.
So moved. Is there a
Right,
second?
that's the agenda that was emailed.
Yes,
Is there a
I
second?
appreciate you giving me my 3 spots.
absolutely.
Is there a second?
I second it.
Second.
All right. We
Great.
have a motion and a second. We can begin discussion. Is there any discussion or amendments on the agenda?
Not that I have.
Sorry, I didn't hear what was on the table.
We are discussing the agenda. So which items of business we'll hear today? If anybody wants to object or amend, change the agenda.
What's the agenda?
The agenda is,
I can go over the main topics.
That's what an agenda is for, is to
Yeah.
go down
Yep.
the list.
So the first thing is the financial review and progress update. There was communications and social media, road maintenance and safety, community projects and new business, and then any announcements. This is usually how we wrap it up.
all right.
So
Any
yeah.
discussion? Is there any objection to passing the agenda? The agenda? All right, hearing none, the agenda is passed without objection. All right, we'll move on to the first item of business. Laila, could you go ahead and read that for us? Thank you.
Yes, financial review and progress update. So, actually, Benjamin, I know your first up is giving us an update on the request for a financial review. You were mentioning that you talked to Joe, and I would love to kind of get a little bit of input on, or hear what your discussion was, and if there's been any progress since then.
You are recognized.
Thank you. I spoke with Joe Friday, and then he said he would gather the documents and get back with me. And I called him today and left a voicemail, and I haven't heard back from him yet.
And just to be specific, this was Joe said he would get the 2021 to present records, and he would have that. And
Just 2021 to start. So
Oh.
it's a lot of work, I guess. So we just asked for 1 year at a time.
okay,
And I
So
asked him
starting
for
with
whatever he could provide for 2021, and I specifically wanted to see some expense reports or like debts paid, and then I can't remember if COVID had us out. We didn't make paving that year, but if we did, I wanted to see how the bid was, and then how the work after the bid was, and see how that equals to just how close our bid was to show how much of a progress we made. And then I looked up all the 990s, and I found some information I was going to ask Joe about, some things about how they were, it's going on 4 years in a row, they were requested to have extensions. And so just learning about what that means and why we were needing extensions 4 years in a row. And most of the notes that are on this O page, it's an explanation of certain notes on the 990. they say that they're really struggling with communication. 4 years in a row, their answer for extension was communication and not knowing how to do the job, because usually it's a new person. So they just state that. So I think that was a good goal for us to have, to understand how difficult this is, and to really look at how to make it simpler and easier.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Ben or any motions from committee members?
No, thank you for talking to Joe, and that's, I think, a big move forward in getting this transparency from the board, which is what we've been asking for a long time.
Can I ask a question, Mr. Benjamin?
Okay.
Did you request more than just the 2021 data?
Just the 2021, because it's a lot. It's not something that's easily provided, and so yeah, just 1 year at a time so far. One meeting, 1 year at a time.
Okay. And are there any other questions before I ask another? Misty, is your hand raised?
No.
Oh, shoot.
Not yet.
Was there any issues that you encountered, any irregularities that you're concerned about that we should ask about?
Well, getting the request has been difficult. Trying to get to the right person. I was asking Roy for like 4 months, and I guess I just assumed you would get the information to Maria. But then Hank, last food basket, I asked Hank, what do I do? And Hank said to call the office and ask Maria directly. So when I did that, Roy answers and pretty much gives me the same answer that I got the last 4 times I've asked him. So he then directed me to talk to Joe and gave me Joe's personal phone number. So then I called Joe, and still waiting to hear back from Joe.
Cool. All right, and just to be clear on our, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I know that there was a whole bunch of discrepancies from one office person, and then when Maria started. What, do you remember what year that was?
I was told it was 2020. 2020, and then 2021 was a transfer.
So everything from 2021 and to present should
No.
be,
Maria started in the office in 2022.
okay, so, I mean,
2022, I'm pretty sure.
so book wise, you'd be able to see for 2021 present, any discrepancies since there was a cleanup.
Oh,
You know what
what's
I'm saying? I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Since I haven't seen anything yet, I can't
Okay.
answer that.
Yeah, Maria came in the office in 2022.
I know UA introduced Maria as a replacement, so the timeline there is pretty tight. There wasn't like a vacancy without a bookkeeper.
Right.
So
But
how,
that's
yeah.
the information that she gave me, and it was just confirmed with Roy.
I believe right at the end of that, right, all that transition happened because an audit was revealing some stuff, and so then there was some people that left, and then new people came in, and so we've been trying to recover and become more, and fix and become more accurate in at least that's what I get from Joe when I talk to Joe about it, is that it was a mess, and he's trying to get it correct.
It was like 2020 for sure was when the last bookkeeper was using private information to her advantage, I believe, and the board wouldn't share exact specifics about it, and it was maybe for the good of protecting the family, but they wouldn't share like why or what's happening. They just said that they're getting a replacement, and then they did the audit after that happened for the next year. So they would try to say like, we know that's messed up, but now it should be good. So then,
Okay, that's what I was.
and we wanted to understand, what happened so we could learn from it as a group, because we want to be able to say like, this is the style of the operation that was happening. These are the habits they were in, the meeting structure that they would answer questions in, and then how is that different now? That's a question I've been asking a lot.
Well, and can I?
Yeah, please.
Piggyback
I
on what you
don't
were
know if
saying.
you're supposed to. I don't know. Yeah, please.
So one of the things that I know you were talking about, some of the people from before trying to get into the books and getting private information, and I know that there's people in our community who have lost their property because of road fees and because of people taking advantage of that. And I think that has to do with some of the desire to get personal info. So I was a bit concerned when I saw the movement of not paying your road fees. I think it's important. I understand everybody's fears and wanting transparency and definitely not wanting to pay a thief. But the last thing we want to do is to injure ourselves. And so we need to be really careful if we're going to protest through not paying. We have to realize that it's not legal for them to do it, but for however they're doing it, they're, psychologically manipulating you into thinking that you have to get rid of it. And so both sides, there's dangers, I guess is what I'm saying, is there's dangers on both sides. So we shouldn't be quick to be like, no money, we're not paying anything. And I know as of right now, the funding for paving is not anywhere near it was last year. So the paving might be postponed because the money coming in is reduced.
I agree with your point on that, by the way. Thank you.
Okay, to answer you real quick and then I'll get to see the financial statements we have, we're showing strong money. And then there's an updated version of this, and we haven't even been given a direct answer of what the error was and how it was corrected, which we should. But the money shows strong here, and the expense for road paving last year was $230,000, and we have that much money now. So I'd like to understand that better. But
I think it was a comparison to what they had last year and what they have this year. I think is what.
At this time of the year.
Right.
Well,
So,
they just put out the bills and they came late too. So I haven't even got mine.
Well, and actually that was another thing is that that wasn't even done until January 7th.
Yeah.
And so
No,
we,
that was a newsletter.
the newsletter, that's right.
But it comes with the bill.
Yeah.
and
That's
also
why-
I was
That's why I think it got delayed because the
Yeah.
newsletter was delayed and
So-
then there's, Maria's stuffing for how many thousand letters.
and I just wanted to finish that.
Sorry.
In order to get your land taken from you, you have to be what's the word? Where
You have to be pretty far behind.
you have to be served. You have to physically, by somebody, have to be served that you're in delinquent and you're going to court. And so it's not like a surprise thing that can just happen and all of a sudden you don't own your land and you need to get out in 90 days.
Right.
You have to, it takes years, it takes a long time. Sometimes it can go faster, but a professional has to serve you and say, somebody's after you, like the road committee possibly, or FACA, or mostly it's taxes. If you're not paying your road fees, it's likely you might not be paying your land tax, and that can put you into auction. But you are served with plenty of time to make up for it.
I don't.
Hold on, I'll get back to you, so hold that thought.
Oh yeah, it was giant.
Jess next here.
Let me say something on it. To lose your land on taxes is pretty, that is a very, not a good thing. But it does happen. It's bad structure and bad, budgeting. So anybody can do it. You just have to be willing to learn how to cope and budget. But if we do not pay the road maintenance fees, we do not pay the road, we do not do something, we're not in a productive manner.
Right.
There is things out there that are happening. I don't know where your pavement is that you see the street corner and everything, but on my street there's some guy hot rodding and digging up the road that you guys put down 6 months ago. They're already digging holes in it and they're paving up all the way about 200 yards. So that's in my street. I don't know what's
Do you
going
know
on
what
in your
poles
street.
those are?
Between pole 1 and pole 9
Yeah.
On what?
on
Hibiscus.
Hibiscus. And that's frequently happening because there's one street every day.
Yeah.
I hear it on Lehua too.
Well, and Julia has mentioned speeders at the beginning of Flaveria too, and even despite my reluctance, I think I'm willing to entertain the idea of putting some speed humps on the farthest towards the roads, where because like Plumeria is very up and down, up and down, up and down,
It's not
up and
gonna
down, and then
stop.
like the last stretch is pretty flat in relationship. I don't disagree with your point,
Yeah.
Austin, but they live right there, and they say people go down the road at 70, and you're right, a speed hump's not gonna slow everybody down, but it would help.
We did test this whole speed bump thing. This group was created in response to the speed bump bylaw violation from the board, which they required a vote from the entire community on, and whether you're a member of FACA or not. Just as a note to kind of remind us on this. But I get your point. The thing is, again,
I didn't say put them in, I just said entertain the idea.
sure.
Which was discussed at the road meeting and
Yeah.
was voted on in our group
Right,
in agreement.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Yep.
That's
But to the point of that, the skidder who's ruining streets over there, that person needs a destruction property charge. That's what they're doing. They're not just speeding. They're not just going too fast. They're trying to actually leave marks on our pavement,
Yeah.
and we should deal with that accordingly.
Could be a kid being stupid, but.
Could be. They gotta learn a lesson. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and I don't even have October, November, or December in the math, but I'm showing $316,000 so far without even not understanding it. But I see $425,000 in January in our collection amount. I don't think that's accurate, so I only tallied up February through September. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 months at $316,000. So we currently have more than we paid last year. But I do agree that I learned to pay in protest, and that's something I'm doing. So I'm gonna get up in my payments and realize that it didn't work. My not paying after paying for 4 years and then not paying for 1 year didn't change anything. There's still no financial transparency. There's still no paperwork shown.
George is working, or sorry, not George. Joe is working on it. I think is good, and I have reached out to Claudia multiple times to support her getting the finances on the website because the website's really behind, and that's come up multiple times in our Facebook group.
I'd like to
Yes.
ask a question to clarify. Is this point on the agenda also talking about the letter that we sent to the board? Is this inclusive of that?
There's a third point. It's a little farther down, but yeah.
Cool, sorry, I don't have it up.
So as far as that finances thing goes, especially that commentary about they wanted to look into the current years or the year they chose, I was not one of them they. I was on the board,
Oh.
Roy was on the board, Rick was on the board, okay? All three of us voted for 2021 to be checked,
Oh yeah, I get you now.
which was the year that Donna or whatever the hell her name
Who,
is. No, that shit, the old lady right up the roof from here,
Oh.
Seth and BJ.
Char?
No.
No.
Hey,
Oh, Patty? Or?
what's the old treasurer's name? Diana, sorry.
Oh.
Diane.
Joyner. That was the one that was taking a good chunk of change, along with whatever the hell her name is.
Okay.
We can track this. We voted, 3 of us voted on it being checked on that specific year. JR's fat ass wanted to be lazy and didn't want to get any dirt put onto him.
We're definitely trying to stay
Because-
positive.
No, I love this guy. Let him get going. You got me.
You're talking about transparency,
Yeah.
right? That's what we were voting for.
No, I agree.
That's what we
We're just
wanted.
trying not to cuss or like
So-
trying not to.
No, it's cool, it's cool. We shouldn't entertain the people who are so thin-skinned. Please continue.
So, like, you know, it's that was my big issue. That's a part of my work. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Ben Vallejo. I used to be on the board. I got kicked off for coming after one of the pedophiles and his wife.
Got it.
Okay? Yeah. You guys want to know why the board, why the road gets paid more? I voted a lot for that. I asked for more money. This can be verified. All of this stuff.
Got
I
it.
got kicked out for standing up for the good thing here. So that's why I haven't been around in a very long time.
Pull up a chair, man.
But with that said, like the transparency is in a very, very select few, which it's the treasurer, the vice president, the president, and the sister of the whoever the chairman is. Patty and there's the other one.
Claudia.
They're sisters. Claudia got all pissed off because I got mad at the old treasurer because that's the pedophile's wife. Okay, so that's how this whole war began. So I just wanted to clarify that we weren't a part of those non-transparent finances. Almost half of the board, almost half, that's why we don't win, because we're not the larger half, we're not the larger majority. And they decided to go for the further year and cover their tracks. Because then JR's gonna have that on his paperwork, basically. It was caught while JR was president. You can't have that on somebody that used to be a chairman of Washington, you know what I mean? So,
That checks.
just so you guys know, I just wanted to clarify that.
Thank you.
Ben. I appreciate it. I appreciate you taking the time to come and talk to us. That's actually very helpful perspective, and we're happy, man. If you want to share anything else with us or with the audit committee, man, we welcome your help.
You guys should definitely reconsider. Freaking sue them if you have to dig into 2021. Because that's when you're gonna find it all. And that's the year before Roy and his wife showed up and started clearing house.
Yeah,
I've found in
we
boards.
know that there is the what happened, and to learn more about it, it's like to cost $18,000 for that audit. It doesn't seem like anybody wants to do it, but the fact is that we just want to see the different actions that the office has changed in their style, and so right now they have, and they're just like guarding the finances probably too much to where nobody else can.
And they're making it accessible to their little, circle jerk to be able to get in and try to steal documents. That's what they're trying to do.
This guy's a witness. I want to say something. I've worked on a lot of boards, and I've often found that there are a lot of sophisticated people who get attracted to this, who absolutely make the good guys look like the bad guys.
Yes.
And they're very good at it, right? So, man, I'm absolutely all ears, and I'm really thankful for hearing that, because I've been wondering, and we've all been kind of wondering. So, anything that we can do to kind of shed a light on what happened in 2021 is great. And
No, that whole house needs to be cleared out. The whole board needs to be cleared out.
I think so.
Top to bottom,
Didn't they all leave?
No.
They all walked?
I got kicked out, and then they just continued doing what they were doing. And they took it, they made it faster, if anything,
So-
As soon as they get
For this, yeah.
As soon as they get Roy and his wife out of the way, I swear to you, this tax shit is gonna happen so fucking often. It's gonna happen so often. Because those two are predators, Christy and Brian Fields. They're predators of this neighborhood. I promise you, mark my words. They've already done it plenty times. That's where they got Phil's old properties from. They bought it off of his niece for pennies on the dollar. Told her it's worth this much. Then they go and move a house to one of those properties without permits. If I say something, they're all like, oh, you're making a big deal. You try doing that. They're gonna come after you and make a shit show. Any of you guys, try it.
So I hope that moving to mimic Hawaiian Acres' new progress and Mauna Loa Estates' current progress, they have all their sheets publicly available to view on website. You don't even have to be a resident there. So if we just can get to that standard, it's like a normal nonprofit standard. It's just a really good way to clear the air and remove any communication. So
Yes,
miscommunications.
online transparency. Go
Julia,
ahead.
you're recognized.
Thank you. So I know that we want to know what happened, right, in 2021 and the monies and all of that, but we also have the audit committee, right? Where Chrissy didn't show up for the audit committee.
She did not, no.
So has that been, cause I know you were to be there, I know you guys were all there, but
Yeah,
has that been rescheduled?
no,
And
I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard. That was the next item on the agenda was supporting getting the finances online for easier community viewing and preventing future miscommunications, which is what happened.
Right.
And I haven't heard back. I left a message for Claudia. I've been offering somebody actually brought it up on the Facebook group. I was like, was it really November 2024 that it was in our minutes that we would say that we would try to get the website updated because there's been issues. Thank you. And thank you for posting them, by the way. Side note, thank you so much for doing that. And so that just makes it like they almost don't want our help, or like, it makes it feel like there is something going on because we haven't been able to make that progress yet.
So that's my other question, is that you've been reaching out to Claudia for over a year, right? Over a year, and nothing has happened as far as the website goes, being updated and the GoDaddy. But when it was just mentioned that Claudia and
Patty,
Patty are sisters,
correct.
Is that allowed to have
That's a
civils
yeah,
on the board?
it's an issue, especially if one of them is gonna try to audit the other, that's definitely not appropriate. And then siblings on the board, it can be allowed, but it has to be publicly disclosed and known. If it's not disclosed, then it could be a conflict, but it's ultimately up to the community to enforce that kind of thing, so.
I was just wondering if it was
I
allowed.
have read that on the 990s, they do state that, but we haven't, been able to state, Maria and Roy's relationship on there yet, that wasn't on the last 990. So it's just gotta be on the 2025 990.
I'm gonna move us along
Yeah.
unless there's any other last chance for any discussion on this topic, we're gonna move forward. We will hit the, we're getting closer to the actual letter and transparency.
Yeah, the next one was what I just was mentioning, which is there's been no progress, unfortunately, on getting website updated with the financials. So the next item on the agenda is the official letter to the board went unanswered via email, and we're continuing to ask for clear record and professional audit at the next board meeting.
If I may speak to this?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I wrote the letter asking them to clarify, they said there were accounting errors with the money. They did not answer us or clarify any of those errors. So now I would like to send another letter following up, and I'd like to add on the question about why the website has not been updated as well. So we will ask a follow-up. They are required to answer us, and we can actually enforce this to some extent. And so if that's what we gotta do, that's what we gotta do, but hopefully, they will pay attention. So, we will do this letter. If they do not answer within 7 business days, I think we should consider, forwarding this letter to the authorities and
Okay.
CC, some transparency on this from an outside source. But I'd rather not do that. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm not moving that. The body can move it if you guys want. But that's the status of this item, in my opinion, and where I think the next appropriate level to go with it is. With that, the floor is open for discussion. We can actually, if there's any motions or anything, we can have a discussion.
I think it's in the bylaws that it's 15 days, ask for 15-day response. Yeah, we're at 18 so far.
So I will send them a notice of bylaw violation and a violation of, I think they're also in violation of Hawaii law at this point, as well. So we'll send them a notice of that violation and request for them to cure. I'll tell you what, I will confirm it with the committee by email, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Before I do anything, and if we're all in agreement, we can send, if there's disagreement, we can work it out,
Great.
until we're ready. to
That
send
sounds perfect. Send email with update with letter draft.
We don't necessarily need a motion to do this, we can just do it, because we've already passed the inquiry. So,
Yeah.
If there's no other discussion or motions on this item, I'll move us along to the next item of business.
Great. Yes.
Alright, excellent,
I
cool.
think we're good.
Moving along,
Communications and social media.
alright, cool. What's the
So we wanted to review our roles and add Julia officially to the committee. We were supposed to do that last meeting, but that went sideways. So Julia, we would love to have you officially on the committee in whatever way you want to join us.
was that in the notice?
This was in the agenda and we talked about it prior, and
So we're
I-
nominating Julia,
yes, to be on the committee.
is there a second?
I second that.
Great.
Alright,
Great.
cool, any discussion?
What does Julie want to do?
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Now it's verifying people and coming on the Facebook.
That's a lot of work. And that was yes, thank you for the graphic. And that was the second thing on the item was I would definitely like to propose a motion to add myself, Benjamin, and Austin back as admins to the group so we
Hold
can
on.
help with that.
Point of order. You
Okay.
don't have to, because we never voted to remove anyone as an admin.
Yes.
That action was completely against the rules.
What rule?
It's against Robert's Rules of Order. It's against the previously determined rules of the committee. It's against previous discussions.
Which rule?
I don't want this to cause a drama, you guys, but
I'm sorry. First of all, if you're being serious,
Yes, I am.
it's you're violating the authority of the body to determine its own assets.
No,
You don't have authority
you
to
didn't
remove.
determine the asset, I did.
you were a part of this group, And Austin did apologize for making you guys think that you weren't a part of this group. I apologize
So I have
too.
one question before we vote.
I have a question after you.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna finish first. It was not against any of the social media rules. None of us have done anything to be removed.
Rules.
So even the rules that you sent to us and we reviewed, nobody broke any
You were-
Facebook rules to be removed. And
was your
doing that,
personal agenda. You
doing
used-
doing that on your own without even talking to any of us, and then when I, had asked to be added back on, just get no.
I'll answer the group rule that you're breaking is using group property for personal benefit. It was your personal vendetta with your frustration with us that caused you to do that. So here's the thing.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Benjamin.
George's first.
I
Rules.
excuse
Okay.
me, yeah, I am, and I'm allowed to interject and rule on this. We don't need to have a motion to re-add the admins, but rather we could have a motion to direct George to restore our status,
Okay.
right? But that would take the form of a censure, because that's the board officially ordering you to do what's already your job.
No, it's not my job to make you admin.
Is it your
Let me
Facebook?
ask, can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
go ahead, George.
What of your 3 responsibilities are you not able to do not being admin?
Well, one is help the team. Like we've all been a
No.
team to verify. Excuse me, let me
Yeah.
finish, please. You're asking a question, I'm responding. Is to help verify those people that are joining the group. That was something that I was doing, and I'm so happy to have help because you were saying I needed help. We all need help. We're supposed to help each other. And why? Can you answer me this question? Why shouldn't we be admins on the group?
Because I've been asked specifically by residents to not let you have access to
Who?
their personal addresses. I'm not gonna tell you that. Are you serious?
Wait, hold on.
Wait,
We don't
personal
have access-
addresses?
Access to addresses, you mean Roy?
No.
That's ridiculous. George,
No, it has
George.
nothing-
Wait, hold
George,
on.
you need a vote in order to shut the group down.
But hold on. We're not asking personal addresses. We're asking poll numbers. We are asked poll
I asked
numbers.
a specific question and nobody can answer it. There's no required need.
Nobody
for
voted for you to
be
trust
admin.
that.
And I'm saying, what is it that you're being prevented from doing by
Well,
not being admin?
First of
George,
all,
because-
wait, hold on. Let me respond to this because I do have a good answer here, George. I'm on the CERT team, okay, the Citizen or Community Emergency Response team. One of the reasons I have been actually asking people for their addresses and even their medical information has been to help people in an emergency, and that information has to be kept private and safe. So I am all about privacy. I am a communications professional. I know all about privacy and things. You volunteered to create that Facebook group for the group. So, we were admins, and then you remove us as admin. There's no reason for you to remove us, first of all. And we're all a team. We should be admins. So,
I disagree. I've been asked by residents to not let you have access to their addresses.
That's not in your authority to do.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
they-
it does.
It is actually.
Can you move something?
Yeah, why don't you guys just vote? Why don't you rule?
Okay, I have my own question. I was in order to have a question.
yes, you were.
So I was just asking, we as a group made a motion to create a Facebook page.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
That's a bold-faced lie.
Someone did.
It's on your
Okay, no, that's fine, that's
interpretation
great.
of the minutes.
This is great, so this
I
is
was
where,
sitting at home with her, and it was our idea to make it. and
Oh.
I wanted to mention
point
it.
of order, please.
It's,
George,
well, you're
George.
lying.
George, come to order.
We're supposed to stay calm through this.
Nobody answered the question, what can't you do?
That's the wrong question. The
It
right
is the right
question is,
question.
no. You don't, if somebody comes to me and
Alright,
complains.
stop it, guys.
I'm the chair, I need to be able to talk. That is my job.
We're not
Listen,
going
if somebody comes to me and says, I don't want, listen, I have everyone's information, I'm the chair. I'm under an NDA. So if I disclose someone's public information, I can be sued for that. If I spill someone's private information, I'm liable for that. Everyone on this committee has the expectation to maintain privacy. So if somebody comes to me and says, I don't want Laila to see my personal information, You know how I could stop her from having that? I would have to bring a motion before this body and have the group vote to do that. I could not just decide to revoke her credentials. That is not, even though I'm the chair, I do not have that unilateral authority.
Can you show me the minutes where the motion was brought to start the Facebook?
You're not recognized at this time.
That's a fair question. We should look that up. And, you know, if we didn't record it because we weren't fully established, I apologize.
Liars and delusional.
Hey,
I
man,
made it.
we're not-
That's a
I-
really,
I-
really uncalled for statement,
Yeah.
first of all, George, and don't just walk away because we're
No,
trying to
I'm
have a
right
discussion.
here.
Okay.
I'm right here.
We were deciding how do we communicate with our community members better, and we all got removed from the other Facebook group, and so we were like, let's start our own Facebook group where
We
we're
got banned.
uncensored,
Yep, you remember correctly.
uncensored, and I'm raising my voice. I'm not going to do that, but because we all agreed together to start a Facebook group. Just because you were the person that did it doesn't give you the authority to remove us from it.
It's group property. It's not
That's
yours.
not okay.
No.
It's not yours. It belongs to the community. You are a
Yes.
servant of the community.
And as the voted person that is head and admin over that,
Oh,
I will
boy.
not allow people to have access to addresses that the residents say no.
I
This
move
is
to
a
revoke
bill.
this authority from George. Do I have a second?
King Austin.
Okay, here, I wanna say something.
No
I-
second?
Just, this is not productive.
No,
Please,
it's
Joe.
not.
Joe.
Here, I got 4 questions to ask. I know this Facebook thing is getting really hot. Okay,
Let Jai first.
so I would like to know, what are the people saying? What is going on?
They're
How
making
can
it
they
up.
disclose that without getting angry? And how can we all make an effort to move forward?
Yes.
Because we're at a standstill right here and we're not going anywhere. And that's not productive.
Ben, hold on. Ben had his hand up
Hold on,
next.
before Ben, I'll come to you, but
Yeah, I was reading.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't see you. I'm so sorry.
I was just gonna let George have 10, 20 seconds.
Fine, let him speak.
Alright, Ben, go ahead.
Okay.
Just 2 quick questions.
Yes.
One was kind of what he was talking about,
okay.
George, and then one was with what you were talking about, Austin. So, George saying something about addresses, I don't even know what he's talking about, and I don't want you to have it.
That's
I'm
cool.
just telling you that.
We
I
already,
don't know what it's for, I honestly don't. It could be for a survey.
He's
it
just
could
saying
be
that
for
this
what
scares
you're
you.
talking about with CERT.
It's
I
for
don't
an
want
emergency.
anybody- I don't want
Okay.
anybody
And
having
that's
that
to,
information.
and we're not asking anybody
We're
who
not-
doesn't want their information to be out there to get that.
yeah, we're not taking anyone's information. He is saying that in a way that scares people, but it's false. It's just, I'll say it right now, it's just a lie.
Alright, so the second one is, you're talking about like NDA and, you know,
Yeah.
wanting privacy and, you know,
Yep.
keeping files safe, right?
Yes.
Then why, and I mean this at least to you too, right there. I don't know who the third one is, I know there's a third one. Why do you want Roy and Maria out of that office if you really care about privacy, not disclosing personal information?
I don't really care, to be honest.
And why, especially you, Dixon, why are you gunning for them? Just stirring the pot up with false numbers online. I've seen them, dude. And you know, and I've dealt with you. We don't like each other. It's not unknown.
I don't
Don't even
dislike you.
pretend, dude. Don't even pretend. Don't even pretend.
I mean, you said you wanted to punch me, and I asked you to
And
go
you know
outside.
why? Because you're a scrub. But anyway, I
Let's keep it
receive
civil.
what I'm saying.
Oh, you very.
So that's my second question. Why would you gun for the very people if you're supposedly for privacy?
May I answer?
I would
And
like to
yes.
answer. I would like to answer. There's nothing directly saying that I'm asking for them to be removed. I'm asking for financial transparency, that's all. And they're making it not easy to do that, and it doesn't feel like they're in cooperation of that idea for some reason.
Yeah, by
so-
giving you access, you get into a lot of it, so that's kind of the problem. But
There's 2 committees right now. There's Hawaiian Acres and there's Mauna Loa Estates who are doing the standard of a nonprofit, and there is nothing disclosed in there that has to be like protected.
Yeah.
So there's an availability here for transparency that is not being taken, and that's what we're working for. That's what I'm trying to work for. And then once that's done, I would like to get on to more trash pickup and more road stuff. I have no issue with anybody in the office if they can just follow the standard that is a nonprofit standard. So that's my goal. I have never said anything that is attacking anybody personally, and I'm getting a lot of blame, and it seems to be because I'm talking about financial transparency.
Yeah.
So I don't like that, and I'm not attacking anybody, and I'm not really even going into like acknowledging it. I'm looking for transparency and a standard that other like road committees are following without a flaw, and it's easy. So there's some fight against that does not bring trust and honesty. That's, for some reason, that's the way it is. Now, having only one book person doesn't create a double standard, a double check. We only have one book person right now, and that's not normal. And it's also, other people have said it, not me, that it is a conflict of interest that they're in a relationship together. That's something that other people bring up. And just because they're not here, it's because this is so volatile in this environment. We're not supposed to be cussing people and talking about punching people. We're supposed to be calm, and we're supposed to make it inviting for people.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last thing I'd like to say is that, if I can remember it, we're here to try to build a group, and I don't see how I'm the one tearing that apart. I'm really not. Oh yeah, what I wanted to say is nobody's giving exact addresses. They're giving street and poll number. That was our standard.
That's not true.
It's not true.
People can give addresses, but they're asked street and phone and poll
It's
number.
not true.
That's
I have
it.
lots of addresses.
Yeah,
That's not the question.
I'd
The
like to-
question on there is, what street and poll
Doesn't
number
matter.
do you live
Doesn't
on?
matter.
I'd
By
like
the
to
way,
respond. George,
okay,
hold on.
okay,
Hold on.
yeah.
And so what makes you more the trustworthy person as compared to me? That's like giving yourself the power you don't like about us.
Yeah, it is.
It's not me.
It's ego trip.
It's residents.
No.
You're talking ego trip. Holy
Well, let's
cow.
hold on. Let's calm down.
Now I'd like to respond.
Who
Okay.
appointed you the
Hold
trustworthy
on,
person?
Hold on.
I need to respond to his response, but the one biggest problem I have with that is, like I said, you put the wrong financial information online.
Absolutely not. It's here. It's here, and it's again because this is the one that was changed.
That
This is the one that
84
shows
grand is
it.
accurate?
It's right here. I've done the math.
No, it's not done.
And even when she tried to show me in front of me, she found the error herself, and then it was corrected.
If I may, I've looked at this as best as I can, and I have used different tools. I've tried to analyze things. My answer is I don't know what's going on with the finances. This could literally just be an error, right? And so I'm not going for anybody. I have no personal anger towards Roy.
But why address it like that publicly to a point? You gotta think how people think.
I
The
understand.
average person is not, let's just be real, okay? You get what I'm trying to say.
There's
Not there.
assumptions, yeah, that
You know, so
it's
they're just
theft, which is not right.
automatically jump to that assumption.
But I think-
Assumptions,
They're fine.
making asks out of you and me.
It's right there.
Here's the problem.
It's
Here's
right
the
there.
problem. Here's the problem.
It's perception.
I'm gonna just shoot really straight with you guys. Check.
See, and that's perception.
No one is.
No one
saying-
said that.
No one
I
is
didn't
saying
say
that.
you said that.
Okay.
The person in Ocean View said she read it on Facebook that he was stealing money. He's trying to say it's the perspective of what you guys
Right,
are
but
Okay,
we
saying.
so
can't
hold
control
on.
the public.
Yeah, that's censorship. Look, guys.
But you
We
can't
have
control the narrative to how you tell it.
No, listen.
I
We
stated the
have.
fact. It's right
Excuse
here.
me. Every resident in this entire neighborhood has a right to ask the questions about the money. The reason why Roy is in the hot seat is because he's trying to block those questions. Maybe he's doing it for good reasons. Like with you mentioned Brian and Christy and your guys' concerns about them. That's
What is blocking?
reasonable. This is my perspective. This is how I've experienced
Okay,
things.
so now
okay?
we're talking perspectives when it benefits your quota. And
No, I'm just trying to tell
See
you.
what I'm saying?
You asked me a question. Do you want me to
But
answer
now I'm
it?
seeing it firsthand what
Okay.
these people don't like.
Everyone calm down.
I'm so confused right
Order,
I'm so
order.
confused right now. Hold on. As the chair, I need to be able to answer and discuss with you guys. So I'm not sure what you're saying here. It sounds like you're telling me that we cannot ask about this money.
No, by no means. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you're talking about from your perspective something. You're making an assumption.
No,
Can
I,
we-
Just 2 minutes ago.
We
I'm
need to
talking
get back
about
to where the
public's
agenda
perspective.
item was, you
when I
guys,
say-
please.
When I say perspective, I'm talking about my experience.
Then
Meaning I don't-
didn't say that. Use your
Please
words.
don't manage other people's words. Just
Then
it
use
is what it is.
properly so people don't have to guess what you're
Perspective
trying to
is
say.
the proper word.
No,
Yes.
intelligence and right
It's the proper word.
vocabulary will get the message.
But,
Okay.
but here's the thing. It's like this. There's no reason for anybody to hide all of this data. No one's asking them to publish personal addresses and names. No one's asking for inappropriate access to those things. And I think we should put some rules on the board on how they can use that data. And most importantly, even if they do have that, in theory, they shouldn't be able to do anything to anyone unless you're like horribly behind on your dues and taxes, in which case that's not really what we should be like worried about, because that would just be enforcing the Mandatory Road Maintenance Association agreement that they're required to do.
Alright, it's just Brian and Christie that are behind those numbers.
And I think that
That's slander right there.
we can come together and we
It's
can
slander because you're part of that circle.
Oh,
No, no,
God.
This is why I don't like you, Jesus looking.
Oh
If-
my
if you
God,
say you're
no
happy to disrupt the
need.
meeting, and then you're gonna get another
I
system
still want
info.
to slap the fuck out of
You
you.
don't
Wow.
Hey,
stop
I
right.
still want
You
to.
can just
Wow.
remove
Threats-
yourself.
threats are
You
going
can
to
totally.
I will
You can
remove.
totally.
I will remove.
Go.
No, stop. Please stop.
I wanted to hit. Go
Come
for
to
it.
order. Come to
Benjamin,
order.
Give
please.
yourself another restraining
Come to order.
Go.
Oh,
Is
Lord.
what you wanted, Roy?
All right. I'm gonna call cops on your ass.
Stop.
Oh, my God.
Stop. Hands off of him. Stop. Separate. There's no reason. You're not gonna win anything from this. Stop.
You guys,
Stop.
Stop it.
All right, stop. All right, please call HPD. Back off. Stop. Back off. Go back inside. There's no reason for any of this.
And then,
Stop.
one thing that I don't
Stop.
like is.
Why? We were in the middle of a meeting.
That was smart. You know,
We're just trying to keep peace. Everybody cool. We all fucking talk a lot of shit. We all neighbors, we all cool. There's no need for violence. There is no need for violence. There's no need for this. We can talk. No.
And that is why he has already had a restraining order on him.
Told him to.
That guy.
Come on. Let's chill. I think some people are trying to cause drama, and I think that's pretty evident. I'm gonna call, would you please, somebody call HPD? I'm getting him out.
Oh, does that, okay.
Do you think it's a bad idea?
I mean, we could call the non-emergency line.
We're almost done, can we at least finish the meeting?
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna take an hour for the cops to get here.
No,
So can we call the
because
cops? I'm just asking, can we call?
I don't have any confidence this is not gonna continue. You guys
It's a
keep making drama
non-emergency.
and inviting people and then trying to incite this.
No, come on, Austin, no.
You're
That's
the
enough.
problem,
For
Austin.
For the record, at least it was a little bit better until just like about 10 minutes ago.
It was going great.
Well, I'll give you guys, because at first, when I came last time,
It was bad.
it was, I have to admit, it was
It was bad.
a crap show.
Yes.
But at least,
Oh, it was just a
so
slow
the last,
We're
you
trying.
know,
We're
I
trying.
can see that you guys are trying. So.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Anytime. Here, let me help you with that. Alright, well, maybe.
Benjamin Vallejo. Sounds right.
Well,
You parking lot.
I guess that is gonna be the end of that.
We will take a brief recess.
Jesus
White room.
Christ.
And we will conclude business in just a moment.
Okay, I'm gonna end the live video
No,
unless
please keep it running.
Okay,
Keep it
alright.
running until he leaves.
Okay. I don't know. That's really not cool.
He called me outside
He's
and
calling the police
rushed
and
me and
trying to
pushed me
wait
against
for
the
him.
wall.
What's he gonna do?
Make a report, you know?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So
This is
just turn it off.
Oh, we're, I guess, so, well, we all have to be in agreement to adjourn the meeting. So do you guys wanna adjourn the meeting
I
right
think
now?
It's super late.
I think we're recessed at the moment.
Sorry, say that again.
We're supposed to have an engagement later,
Okay.
like, so I.
Would
if
you
we're
make,
gonna-
would you like to pause the meeting? I know, this is not
can
where we
recess
want it to
and
go.
reconvene at another time and location, and then we can just reschedule and we can pick up whatever discussions we need at the future.
Another location?
Or same location.
Same location, another.
Sorry, I'm quoting wrong, I'm sorry.
I can look up on Google for you.
No worries. I'm the office manager over here.
Benjamin Dixon.
I'm gonna have to ask everybody to leave.
because of what's going on.
I'm the committee chair, and I have him calling the police, and then
I've let out the keys, and I'm responsible for the space, so please give me
We
the
can
keys.
just wait right out here.
You guys can wait outside, and I'm gonna report
We were
this to
running
you.
white in here, I'm part of the meeting.
This is
Yeah.
gonna be recorded.
Yeah,
So I have
I'm
that
sure
address
you
for you.
will. It's all on camera. That's the best part.
Oh
I
boy.
think it's have cameras, you know,
3602.
but I'm sitting here.
That was
saying,
not, we were actually doing
That's
really
very-
well.
That's not our fault. Somebody came in and
But
started
this
a
is
fight
your
with one
meeting.
of our members.
It is, but he's
Yeah.
never been to one before, I will
Please,
say.
Please have the key, and I'm asking everybody.
You may have the key, thank you.
You have to pack up and everything. Are you just trying to get us off the camera or something?
Yeah, we're gonna ask the lead.
We're gonna wait for the police.
In the
I
front.
think we should wait for the police. We're on community property.
Oh boy.
I am
White
taking
super.
the keys
That's fine.
because this is nonsense.
I agree.
So
We call the
please
police.
pack up everything, I'm
that's
gonna
it.
report this to the board of directors.
Yeah, well, we're reporting it to the police, so we're gonna wait for them.
I'm just gonna pack up the
Well,
camera.
there's people telling us we have to leave, so I'm not allowed to stay here.
We're conducting business as a committee, and we believe the people asking us to leave
My
actually
personal
coordinated
address is
this.
112768.
No, give them this address.
Well, I'll just be out, I'll be out in front, sitting in the car. Yeah,